Today we're going to show how you can use hands-on math manipulatives to model or conceptualize complicated processes like multiplication to language learners. I've got some different materials here, some Play-Doh, some Unifex cubes that can be handily snapped together. I've got a little rolling pin to roll out my Play-Doh with. I've got some multiplication math facts written out so that I can show students what the math facts look like when they're written out. And I've got a number line that goes from 0 to 10, as you can see. So my first step would be to explain to students the process of multiplication. For example, I would be explaining that I can take these blocks and use them to represent a math concept. So for example, when I see 2 times 5 in multiplication, that's really just another way of saying taking a set of 2, like I have here, 2 cubes snapped together. So taking a set of cubes and doing it 5 times, or counting it 5 times. And so I would show my students a simple way that I can do this process and figure out my answer using my Play-Doh as my manipulative. So here I'm just going to use this to roll out my Play-Doh a little bit. I'm going to smush it down first and then roll it out further with my little rolling pin. And I can use this area to modeling my math process. So here I had a set of 2 5 times. So I could show my student that I'm going to count this set of 2 5 times by stamping it in the Play-Doh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've modeled my math problem 2 times 5, and now I'm going to figure out the equals part. What does this equal? I can do that by counting, right? I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I arrived at my answer by using my manipulatives to model a set of 2 5 times. And I came up with an answer of 10. And I could also potentially write my answer at the bottom so that my students can see. Like here I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That sounds an awful lot like counting by 2s. So let's see if there's another way we can show it to our students using our number line. Remember, when I count by 2s, I'm doing what's called skip counting. So I'm starting at a number, like starting at 0, and skipping over a number to get to my next number. So if I count by 2s, I go from 0 to 2, I go 2, skip another number, 4, skip another number, 6, skip another number, 8, skip another number, 10. So it seems like I got the same numbers when I counted by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So really, when I'm multiplying by 2, I'm also counting by 2s that number of times. So 2 times 5 is like counting by 2 5 times. So that was yet another way that I could get my answer. Okay, now I'm going to show my students that I can do a similar problem and maybe get the same answer. So before we had 2 times 5, and we said that was a set of 2 5 times. Now we have 5 times 2. So that's like saying a set of 5 and doing it 2 times. So I'm going to flip over my Play-Doh mat here so that I can model this again for my students. So this time, rather than having a set of 2 blocks, I'm going to have a set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I said with my model, this was like saying a set of 5 2 times. So now I'm going to stamp in my Play-Doh my set of 5 1, 2 times. And then I'm going to count again to see if I get the same answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I came up with my same answer. So I proved using my math model that 2 times 5 is 10, and 5 times 2 is also 10. So we got the same answer. So these are two ways of showing the same thing in multiplication. 2 times 5 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10. I'm going to do the same thing again with writing my numbers. So here I had 5, and here I had 10. So let's see, 5, 10, that sounds an awful lot like what you do when you count by fives. When I count by fives, I'm skip counting by jumping over 4 numbers to get to my 5th number. So if I start at 0, I jump over 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to get to my 5th number, 5. And then if I want to do it again, I skip over 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to get to my 5th number, 10. So you noticed when I counted there, I went 5, 10. So I counted by 5 2 times. So counting by fives was another way to solve this problem. 5 times 2. 5 times 2 equals 10, just like counting by 5 2 times.